As Washington rolls out sweeping tariff hikes worldwide, India may be headed for a rare reprieve. The U.S. is reportedly working on an interim trade deal that could lower proposed tariffs on Indian goods to below 20%, a potential relief amid growing global trade tensions. Currently, Indian exports to the U.S. face a 26% tariff. That includes a 10% base duty and an additional 16%. Under the new plan, this could drop below 20%. Sources told Bloomberg that India is unlikely to receive a formal demand letter like many other nations. The original deadline to finalize the deal was July 9th. That has now been extended to mid-July, with negotiators hopeful of wrapping things up by the end of the month. The interim agreement would act as a stopgap, giving both sides more time to resolve thorny issues, particularly on agriculture and pharma regulations. The final deal is now expected this fall. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt recently said that India and the U.S. are set to finalize a trade deal very soon.
Yes, the president said that last week, and it remains true. I actually just spoke to our Secretary of Commerce about it. He was in the Oval Office with the president. They are finalizing these agreements, and you'll hear from the president and his team, his trade team, very soon when it comes to India.
China? Counter China on that front?
Yes, I mean, look, India remains a very strategic ally in the Asia Pacific, and the president has a very good relationship with Prime Minister Modi, as you know, and he will continue to have that.
The move comes as President Trump has shocked dozens of trading partners by announcing tariffs as high as 50%, effective August 1st. Asian nations like Vietnam and the Philippines face 20% tariffs, while Laos and Myanmar are looking at 40%. Goods from the European Union and Mexico will face 30%. India, so far, appears to have avoided the worst. India has already presented its best offer to U.S. negotiators and laid out its non-negotiables. People familiar with the matter say the two sides still disagree on non-tariff barriers in agriculture and regulatory issues in the pharma sector. Still, India remains optimistic. A team of negotiators is expected to fly to Washington in the coming days to push the deal forward.
भारत अपने शर्तों पर चर्चा करता है, अलग-अलग देशों के साथ चर्चा चल रही है, यूरोपियन यूनियन हो, न्यूजीलैंड हो, ओमान हो, यूएसए हो, चिली हो, पेरू हो, कई देशों के साथ एग्रीमेंट की बात चल रही है। फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट तभी संभव होता है जब दो तरफा फायदा हो। इट शुड बी अ विन विन एग्रीमेंट और जब भारत के इंटरेस्ट को सुरक्षित रखते हुए नेशनल इंटरेस्ट विल ऑलवेज बी सुप्रीम।
If successful, the deal would place India in a select group of nations with preferential trade ties under the Trump administration. This could give India a strategic advantage over regional peers like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Vietnam. Trump has also hinted at punishing BRICS members with added tariffs, making India's early deal even more valuable. As global trade tensions spike, India may just have brokered itself some breathing space. Will this interim deal go through before the July 31st window closes? We'll be tracking every move.